Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at a tank which is absolutely shit. It's a shit tank, and it is actually the worst performing tank at the moment in terms of average win rate. So the tank we will be looking at is the SU-101. Just over 46% win rate for the last update in this tank. And playing the tank, you know, there's some good things about the tank, but playing it, I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, this is shit. This is a shit tank. So we're going to look at the stats and then we will get into a game. So your armor, 120 mil. You've got no armor. You've got no armor whatsoever. You might get lucky and get the troll bounce, but really you've got no armor whatsoever. And anything and everything is going to penetrate you. Your DPM, 2,319. So, you know, yeah, average. It's not great, I don't think, for the tank, especially for the tank above it is like the highest DPM in the game. So 2,300, I mean, it's not the worst, but it could be better. So that is a 10.86 second reload. Your penetration is actually pretty solid for the tank at 279 on your AP and 384 on your heat, 73 on your HE. So, you know, that is pretty much the best thing about the tank is the penetration. 384 is pretty solid. Of course, we are running calibrated shells, but that is a very, very good pen values. You've got a 420 alpha gun on your AP, 360 on your heat, and 500 on your HE. Your aim time is 3.6. Again, not the best, not the worst, and the same as the gun dispersion at 0.326. Again, not the best, not the worst, and you do only have 4 degrees of gun depression. Yes, just 4 degrees, which does really suck. Your top speed is 50 kilometers per hour. So yeah, your top speed is actually pretty decent. But it's just a tank that really is not enjoyable at all. Like, really, it sucks. Now, if you look at the line, if we go and look at the line, of course it is a tech tree tank. So you go down, where are we? So you go to the top. So the line itself, I mean, if you look at tier 5, tier 6, that are standard sort of SUs. Then the tier 7, which is the SU-100M1. I still think that tank is much better than this tank. It's actually got troll armor. You come up against tier 6s. The speed is very good, and of course the DPM is very good as well. And then you move up thinking, you know what, you're going to get the same kind of tank, decent-ish armor, really good DPM and good speed. But, you know, yeah, good speed, but then that's it. And then you move again to the Object 12254, which again is not exciting. That tank's not exciting. The only good thing about that tank is the crazy DPM. And then of course the Object 263 has armor, has DPM, has speed, has the lot. So the SU-101, like, it only has 46% average win rate. So people are not performing well in this tank at all. And it is a difficult tank. Like, it's not an easy tank to play, like, at all. It's quite difficult. But, you know, there's no reason to play the tank. And actually just over 600 people have played the tank over the last update. So not a lot at all, really. So, and that just goes to show that no one wants to play it, even after they've grinded the line. And for that many people, or that less people playing the tank, you know, people were probably golding it maybe to get to the next tier. And the line itself really is not that popular. If you look at the Object 263 nowadays, you very rarely see it. It is very rare to see the Object 263 in tier 10. And likewise for the SU, the 12254. Yes, it has crazy DPM, and you'd think that will bring players to play the tank just because of the DPM. But no, people don't want to play it. And, you know, they are not popular tanks at all. And I don't blame people not wanting to play the SU-101 because it's boring, it sucks. You can't really rush in too much because you're just going to lose, you know, you're going to lose your hit points very, very early on. And you haven't got a crazy amount of hit points to lose. You know, we've just shot there, one more shot, and we're a one shot. You know, we get shot from a heavy and we're already a one shot. So yeah, it's not great. Not great. We did manage to get a lucky bounce there from the SU-101 on the enemy team. But that was luck. That was just luck that we managed to get the bounce. Now, I do mess up here. I'm thinking, you know what, the SU's going to shoot the guy in front, but nope. And you can just see as we turn, I mean, look how easy that is to penetrate. We can penetrate it just like absolute butter. But I've taken 2 shots and I am now a one shot. So yeah, it's not great. Let's just try and get as much damage as we possibly can. Now, the difference here with the enemy team is this Action X. This Action X really annoyed me because, you know, I was happy here behind the Tiger 2. Yes, he is going to turn and I am going to get shot into down to a one shot. But, you know, I was happy here before the Action X freaking turned the corner. And, you know, again, the speed's okay, but it's not that quick to be able to get out of the way from the Action X, especially when you do have to reverse, because, you know, by the time I've turned, then I would just I would be destroyed anyway. So yeah, and I'm never bouncing. I'm never bouncing that shot. So it's boring. Yes, you can pick up the damage, and you can do that on a lot of tanks. You know, it's not like a tank that you unable to get the damage. Like, you are able to pump up the damage, but the biggest thing with the tank is how do you play the tank? Because, you know, yes, it is a tank destroyer. The line itself, I mean, the Object 263 is more of a YOLO tank, as we know it's called the YOLO wagon. But these tanks, you know, it's, I think, still best is just to sit at the back of the map. But I don't like doing that with these tanks. There's only certain tanks, you know, Grills, Death Stars. There's only them kind of tanks I like to sit at the back of the map. When a tank like this has the speed, I do like to get sort of close to the enemy team, as well, as close as I possibly can. But as soon as you get looked at, as soon as the enemy look at you, you're then just torn apart. You're just going to torn apart. And not only that, but, you know, the things like the gun depression, 4 degrees of gun depression. I mean, here with against this Centurion, we're struggling even on this little ridge. So because of that, I have to look. I mean, look, yes, I'm going up the rock a little bit, but it really is a struggle only having the 4 degrees of gun depression, and it honestly, it just sucks. When I talk about the armor, I mean, we did get pretty lucky there with a couple of bounces. I mean, don't ask me how we got them bounces, but I'll take it. I will take them bounces all day long, because you don't get them bounces often. So don't rely on the armor at all with this tank, because again, it does really suck, and the tank's not enjoyable. Again, other than grinding the line, there is really no reason why anybody would want to play this tank. It really does suck, and the stats showcase that. The stats don't lie, and currently is the worst performing tank, which I honestly think it is a shit tank. Let me know your opinions in the comments below, but for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.